Good morning, guys. I actually need my laptop to check emails while having a cup of coffee. That's how most of my mornings start. And by the way, we got some really nice and big packages that I will open up at the end of this video later tonight with Vanessa together. Coffee all gone, emails all done. It's now time to head to the studio. I got an email from Katie, the singer and songwriter on the Rising track and also on the beginning of the end track that I showed you yesterday, and that is kind of finished. I need to print it, sign it, send it back. It's a contract between her as a singer and songwriter and me as a music producer. And a lot of you have been asking how to deal with singer and songwriters, especially concerning contracts and payments, so that will be probably today's topic.
Do you remember the day, or has it left you now? Gone, 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 like everything. The sound, or has it passed you now?
So first of all, of course, printing the contract to even be able to sign it. Got the contract printed. That printer is so loud it can't be here in this room where I'm making music. This is now the contract here. It's a feature artist release agreement. That's basically what you will need when you work together with a singer and songwriter. These contracts are also called release of artist rights. That's also the kind of contract you will need if you, for example, have someone playing the guitar for one of your tracks. That's basically what you will need as a producer to just get the rights from anybody else involved in contributing to the track. I of course can't talk about this contract in detail, but I can talk generally about this kind of contract. But first of all, signing it and sending it back so that the people get it as soon as possible. It's all scanned and sent out to my management. They will forward it to Kaylee. Always be aware if you scan and send it over mail to have numbers on each page so that it's clear that this contract belongs together, and also put your initials in every corner on every page so that nobody can just swallow out a page or just get rid of one. I always keep all of my contracts here in my documents, but I also always have a digital copy on my computer, as well as on 2 hard drives where I do my backups. So just in case anything happens, it's good to have a backup. You will definitely need one of these kind of contracts if you release the track or before releasing it, because the second you release the track and sign it to a label, you have to confirm to the label that you have all rights to release it with them. And to be able to do that, you have to get the rights from the people involved in making the track. With this kind of contract, you get the rights from the singer or the guitar player to use whatever they have created in your track and basically do with it whatever you want. In return, the other person of course gets a share or a flat buyout or whatever you agree upon. If you do a percentage-based deal, you of course have the advantage that if the track doesn't perform good and doesn't make any money, you don't have to pay. But on the other hand, if the track is really doing good, you will have to give away more, and you will have to do statements every half year or every year, which can be quite annoying. You have to inform the other person how much the track made and send them the statements from the label. The alternative would be to just do a buyout. You pay once to the singer, they know exactly what they get for their job, and you don't have to do the statements. When it comes to how much to pay, it really depends. It can be anything from 0 up to infinity. There are a lot of factors when it comes to the payment and also to the percentage. It really depends on how well known the singer is, how good the singing is, how big the fan base is. If you work together with a really big singer, you will definitely have to pay more, because it's more likely that you will have more money from more sales because he has more fans. On the other hand, if the producer is very well known, the singer is usually happy just to work together with them. It really depends on your status, and there is also the part that is the writing, the rights of the writing. That is also a part that needs to be shared. This copyright needs also to be shared between all of the people involved in writing the song. So if you have somebody just singing, he doesn't get anything from the copyrights. The person that is writing the lyrics and also making the top melody for the lyrics is getting a share, as well as the person producing the track, making the chord structure and additional melodies. And if anybody of them has a publisher, he also is getting a share of the copyrights. The percentages for the copyright is really up to who did which part and how much he was involved in writing the track. But at least in Germany there is no way you can exclude somebody that worked on a track. So even for all of my Ghost productions, I still get the copyrights because I'm the one that wrote the track. It doesn't matter if my name doesn't appear on the feature or artist thing for the track. It's still registered with the GEMA, who is taking care of my copyrights. It's not that I get a whole lot from them. This is one of their magazines and it's really interesting. Here's one page in it. Where is it? On here you can see tracks that have been successful in the charts. On place number 3 is the Lean On track by Major Lazer, and it states here exactly who was involved in writing the track. It says K and T, which is composition and text. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people involved for composition and the text, and 1, 2, 3, and 12 companies involved in the publishing and sub-publishing. Sometimes the publishing is going out in different countries to different persons, especially on a track that is that big as the Lean On track. It's really interesting that you can see the real names of, for example, DJ Snake. It's William, Sammy, Etienne, Griga, Sine, I can't even really pronounce it. In this case of the Lean On track, all of the people that are part of Major Lazer actually also wrote the track. That's why I picked it as an example. Here in this list are a lot of tracks where the person whose name is on the record didn't at all write the track. And because I know some of them, I didn't want to upset anybody, but all of this information is available online. You can just search for your favorite track and find out who is actually all involved in making it. For really big tracks where like Lady Gaga or I don't know, like big stars are involved, it can be like 10 people actually contributing to making the track. That's also why, for example, the Grammy is going out to the best performing artist. It's the person performing the track and singing it. It's not the person that is writing it. For the writers, there are different categories. So that's basically all you need to know if you collaborate with someone else on a track. If you need a template for the release of artist rights, just Google for it. There are plenty available. For me, it's now back to making new song ideas for the rest of the day. I'm all done with work. It's raining like crazy. Usually when it rains, I just stay longer in the studio. But Vanessa's almost done with work and I'm so excited to open with her the packages. So much that I just don't care about getting wet. Soaking wet. I hate it when it rains, but for these packages it's definitely worth it. I wish I could open them now, but these are actually Vanessa's packages. She paid for them. I'm not in the position to afford stuff like this. I can't even really replace my sound card, but the day that might come where I make more, I will of course pay it back to her multiple times. She really deserves it more than anybody else. There she is. Yeah. Are you excited? Me too. So let's get started. Yeah. You need any help?
Yes.
Okay. This thing is way bigger than we thought. So that's our old TV, HD and 32-inch. And that's the new one, 4K 49-inch and you can probably just barely see me. And too big, too small?
I don't know yet.
It's really
but actually,
big.
the height is good.
Yes, the height is good. I have to get used to the size.
Yeah. I can't see the tree any longer.
Okay, let me set it up, do all the cable work, and then testing it with the movie. Okay, everything is set up, we're ready. Vanessa's getting the honor of turning it on for the first time. Big. Oh god. Oh god. One downside of having 4K or HD in this size, you see everything in the face of the people. This was really disgusting. So first shock with the new TV.